Hi, I'm Arvada firefighter Scott Pribble. As firefighters, it's our job to come and rescue you from a life-threatening situation. But it's also part of our job to try to educate you on how you can help yourself before we arrive on scene. Let's take, for example, you're out on this lake and you fall through the ice on this frozen pond. What should you do? That is the focus of today's Fire Line. It just can't be said often enough. Everyone should stay off the ice.
The ice is just not safe and you can't read it. The ice will actually vary from 1 to 10 inches within 10 feet. So it's quite a variance on the thickness.
The last thing we want is for someone to get hurt during this demonstration. Some of our firefighters will put on their protective gear and we'll have a rescuer in place just off camera while we show you what to do. Firefighter Jeremy Gassetta agrees to take the plunge. First, when you realize you're going through the ice, try to brace yourself and hold your breath. The shock of hitting the cold water will be bad enough without inhaling it as well. Try to stay calm. You will automatically start to hyperventilate and have involuntary gasping.
We're in an ice suit that keeps us pretty warm, but you still, as you get ready for that fall through, you're waiting for that chill to come through, and you still get a little bit of it even with the suit on. It comes up, sprays you in the face, and it takes your breath away.
Focus on staying afloat and treading water by leaning back slightly. If you have on a heavy backpack or coat, ditch it. Do your best to control your breathing pattern, taking deep breaths to help preserve your strength. Try to get to the strongest ice shelf. Push yourself up, and as you do, kick and swim to help propel yourself up onto the ice.
You get tired pretty fast. The water's really cold, your body's really exerting a lot to try to keep itself warm, and fighting through the water, you wear out pretty quick.
Roll away from the hole, then crawl on your belly, distributing your weight until you are several feet from the hole. Later, you can crawl on your hands and knees and then get up to your feet. Try to retrace your footsteps. And of course, warm up and call 911. Severe hypothermia can take a while to set in, so even if you feel like you don't need it, get medical attention. Now imagine that you're out on your daily walk around the lake and you realize that somebody has fallen through the ice. What should you do? First, stay calm and call 911. Next, follow the firefighter's rule of thumb that includes preach, reach, throw, row, and go.
Initially, what we'll do when we get on scene is we will preach to the person or talk to the person, make contact. Normally we do that with one person. That way they have one focal point as a contact, and then we'll give them directions on what to do. Control your breathing!
Next, if the person is close enough, try to reach them with something that they can grab onto, such as a branch or a broom handle. Or throw a line such as an extension cord or rope. Their hands will be very cold and they may have difficulty hanging on. If you're in an area where there is a boat or a canoe and you can push it out onto the ice, try that. But it's a good idea to tie a line to it so that you can be pulled back in. Finally, go.
Go is something that should be left up to the professionals. That's where we actually go on the ice. If you're in a remote area and there's just a couple of people, that would be your last resort.
Of course, the safest thing to do around ice is to stay off of it. If you ever do find yourself in that situation where you're out on the ice and you fall through, hopefully now you have some techniques that you've learned how you can get yourself out of that sticky situation. Should you ever find anything out on the ice, either a pet that's on the loose or a toy that may be a temptation for a child to go out on the ice, don't go out after it. Call us on 911. We'll come out and remove it so it's not a temptation for somebody else. For more information, go to our website at www.arvadafire.com.